Hi children, I am Auntie Marianah and today I am going to read you a story translated by myself into English from the Afrikaans book Stories van Hoop, which means Stories of Hope, written by Lezinda Beer and Cari, Walt, illustrated by Jarius Senekal. Today's story is all about Anthony Ant. Anthony Ant is packing some food for the road. He's on his way to visit Grandpa. He says goodbye to everyone and is ready to brave the road. Papa Ant wants to go with him, but Anthony says,
"No, I am all grown up now. I want to go by myself. I'm already 12 years old."
The road to Grandpa is a long road. Anthony walks very far, up hills and down hills. He gets very tired and makes a stop to rest and to eat some of his food. With new energy, he starts walking again. He is so excited.
"I'm going to have such a nice visit with Grandpa, and we will enjoy Grandma's delicious cookies."
Anthony thinks with quivering feelers. Suddenly, Anthony stops as his very pleasant walk is halted by a huge mountain right in front of him. Anthony is afraid.
"This mountain is much bigger than me,"
he thinks. He has to look up high to talk to the mountain.
"Good morning, sir,"
says Anthony in a shaky voice. But Mr. Mountain does not answer. Anthony tries again a bit louder.
"Excuse me, sir."
But Mr. Mountain is quiet. Anthony very carefully pushes his long, skinny finger against Mr. Mountain. All of a sudden, there's a thundering reply from Mr. Mountain. "Who is there? Who is poking me?" Anthony gets a big fright.
"Sorry, I'm so sorry,"
he says with a small voice.
But can you move, please?"
Frowning, Mr. Mountain says, "And why should I move?" Anthony explains to Mr. Mountain that he's on his way to visit his grandpa, but Mr. Mountain won't budge. This is where he's been standing all his life. Anthony asks despondently,
"But how will I get to my grandpa then? Please, Mr. Mountain, you have to move,"
he begs. Mr. Mountain gets annoyed and rumbles angrily. "I am a large mountain, and this is my spot. I will not move for a little ant." Anthony is unhappy. Sadly, he turns around and stumbles home with heavy feet. At home, he falls on his bed. All he thinks about is his grandpa.
"I will never see my grandpa again."
Papa and Mama are wondering what the matter is with Anthony. They thought that Anthony would have visited with Grandpa for longer, but he came home so soon. Anthony does not want to say anything. He is just lying there. The only thing on his mind is a way to get Mr. Mountain to move out of the way. One day, Mama makes a decision.
Enough is enough. We cannot continue like this.
She sits down next to Anthony and she asks gently,
Anthony, please tell Mama why you are so unhappy. What happened?
Mama's calm voice makes Anthony sit upright. He tells Mama that he never saw Grandpa. Mama gets a huge fright. She doesn't understand. Worriedly, she asks,
Did something happen to Grandpa?
Anthony tells Mama about Mr. Mountain, and she sighs with relief. She says,
But Anthony, why don't you ask Papa to help you?
Anthony's face lights up.
Will Papa be able to move Mr. Mountain?
He asks.
I don't think so,
Mama replies carefully. Anthony's shoulders droop as he exclaims,
But that won't work at all. I must get that mountain to move.
He thinks.
That's the only way I will ever see Grandpa again.
For a long time, Anthony tries to figure out a plan, but none of his plans seem to work. Eventually, he decides to ask Papa. Now Anthony is ready to follow Papa's advice, and together they leave to go and visit Grandpa. The road is long and Anthony keeps asking,
What about the mountain, Papa?
But Papa is quiet. He just keeps walking. When they get to the mountain, Mr. Mountain grumpily says, Oh, it's that little ant again, the one wanting to tell me, the mountain, to move. Papa says sorry to Mr. Mountain and calmly begins to climb the mountain. Softly, Anthony whispers in Papa's ear,
But we can't do this. The mountain is just too high.
Quietly, Papa keeps walking. Anthony tries to keep up with Papa. Every now and then he sits down. Anthony is tired and does not want to climb further. It is at these times that Papa pulls Anthony by his hand to help him. Before long, they're over the mountain top. Anthony can't believe it. He is so surprised. They are really over the mountain. The end. Now, to ponder. Can you remember if or when you had a problem as big as a mountain? Who helped you? Often we expect God to take away a problem. We also want God to change everything to the way we like it. Just like Anthony, we want God to make the mountain-sized problem disappear. Psalm 121 verses 1 and 2 say, I will lift my eyes to the hills. From where comes my help? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. Lord, thank you that I can know when problems come my way that I am not alone. Thank you for your help, and please help me to remember that there is not a problem too big for you to solve. Amen.
This story was translated and read by Marianah Lourens. The Afrikaans version, Stories van Hoop, can be ordered via email from storiesvanhoop1@gmail.com or call 071 364 3218.